Right. Hello back. Hello everyone. Welcome. Usual stuff. So actually I'm kind of cheating, so I will reload the game from where we left off and then I explain what was going on and also just give you a quick overview of the bigger scheme of things, what's going on. So we have the map of 4 million tiles and we're trying to connect 1,500 towns and 5,500 industries, and I have already done all of the towns and hotels, started on steel, and then thought better of it, and we're doing ports. So what was going on here, and this is my third attempt at trying to remember what on earth I was doing, is that we have these two clay mines, which also marks the end of the clay mines because MapGen's shit. And so I was trying to figure out what really should happen in terms of getting clay in this genetic direction, and which is for me to say I need to reclassify 3 of the trains. Play 3, clearly I've played this map, this load game about 5 minutes ago. So we have this here where we have an absolute shed load of clay being hauled here and it's not being taken anywhere. So what I want to do is bring it up here someplace and then redistribute it to these two and then farther up. So with regards to trains, I'm going to essentially establish some form of a center. I just don't really know if literal shipping or, while it sounds stupid, but literal training is the better way. In terms of money, not that we really cared. I mean, if I'm doing ships, I'm not even sure I want this whole silo pit here, but never mind that. So I had to rewatch the end of my previous video, and as you can guess, I'm still not any smarter as to what my intentions may have been a week ago. I'm significantly more tempted to actually just not bother. Not that not bother, but if we're going to hold boats from hereabouts, wherever that might be actually. Go enhanced. Well, here, wherever here is, I know. Where is here? I should put a marker on the map. Yeah, like across the whole in map. Why don't I? So this is being taken somewhere. The definition of somewhere is a bit volatile, but it's being taken here. So, okay, how much clay can a ship take nowadays? Available ships, all cargo types, clay, sort by cargo cap. I have no idea what 1 million translates to. 1,600 tons, and you do 42 kilometers per hour. Versus play. So you get 95, 65, 65. You get almost 20 of these going at 3 times the speed, but you're obviously restrained by a low cat and you're restricted by the physical part of junctions and shit. I'm still in a conundrum over this. Well, version 5 is going to be me taking things by train, which was not the one I was intending initially. I should probably do something like that, but I don't want to, because still don't think that bridging huge distances is a smart idea. Okay, go away map. There. Bit of a too much zoom. Go away. I don't want to be able to do it here. Even this is not really optimal. Make this bigger. Oh, for fuck's sake. Either it doesn't react on switching road types, or I'm being particularly stupid. Or both. I'll just do one at a time. Apologies for the pun. I need to think about how to bridge this problem. Like both directions. I mean, I can put a big effing tunnel here, which is probably what I'll do. Now that I said one thing at a time. I think what gives an amusing challenge to this map, if the actual size of it wasn't enough on its own, is the fucked up map generation. I think you figured by episode 90 that I swear, but you know, it's not just that I have to deal with a very large number of industries, but then on top of everything, the actual map is wrong. And I don't even know why I bother with this. Shut up. Sorry there. Okay, we're making some progress towards I'm not even sure what. And this doesn't need to be here. Oh, I still don't really know what I'm trying to achieve here, which is not helping. It's really not helping. Because I'm more tempted to use this station and this other station for engineering supplies. But in sorry, as in like drop things off. But the thing is, I have the ports here, so it would be much easier to just plop down one of these huge airports again. Okay, what if I'm going to rethink this about 50 million more times and I don't want the default station? Yeah, no, I still want an ISR. Right. Trains are supposed to come from the other side, but it's very much going to be one of those cases where well, they could, I guess. Might need to pause in a moment. So if things go out this way, yeah, Cambridge over this. One sec. I'm here. So I was trying to connect stuff, and I think what would happen here is that I'll do these two separately. I think I paused the game itself, but doesn't matter much. We get no new vehicles by this point. For God's sake, just make it happen. So this will come through here somehow. And then this will come on, just head out. I think this is not the most, well, yeah, I don't want to fill it up. Just go off here. Emu. Sorry, I sound like dying. What? Oh, for God's sake. It's hilarious because those guys are now going to go down to half of the map. Your term is a few months late. Can't do that. I still don't fully know what my intentions here. So, just for my own sake, we pick shit up. Not pick shit, pick shit. This isn't Game of Thrones. And then we take it somewhere. You know what? That makes zero sense to me. I don't know why I'm so bothered with this. Like I should just actually do stuff. Because if this is a transfer station and we're taking stuff from there to here, like, okay, and then what? So I'm going to pause and try to figure out in my head what I actually want, because this is getting stupid. Okay, well, I've kind of decided. So this will be a transfer station, but this will not quite exist the same way it does now, because it is stupid. So what I want, okay, delete this. Do that. That's fine. Depo. And then this will come like so. This is a bit ugly. So that can go back. And then so we are going to like actually ship things. So am I glad you're all losing money? So come here and transfer. Well, that's not going to help, is it? I should probably have cloned it. Why can't you get to Isotail South? You're stupid. God, these trains are so slow. Okay. Apart from there's not much ever here. You're waiting for a free path. On what? Why are you going that way? So what I was hoping to do is that we actually clone one of these. And also off screen, I think I effed up something because anyway, I'll have to find it. I cloned the train while you didn't see it. And I didn't control clone. So that's a transfer. And go. And then from here, get a bunch of the same idea. And transfer. Oh, for fuck's sake. You know what? I've had enough of my own shit. How to spot I'm upset. So, try this again. This clones that. Yeah, that's a problem because it's shared orders and then it's not actually cloning. I really don't understand this. Come here, go there, transfer F off. This, go away. Clone this. Go. I put down a bunch of depots because it's a pretty long ride, and while I've said it's going to be a transfer thing, I might actually extend it farther in the future if that seems a little more sensible. So I need, we don't have a clay 10. Let's have a clay 10. Not lay 10, clay 10. So clone. Get new, clone. Why is this so difficult? I know I changed call 10. Okay, template 17. 17. Clone 7. No, 17. Clone the thing. For God's sake. This is so bugged. Why am I still using a tortoise here? Anyway, okay, fine. I use a tortoise. No, not fucking people. New. I don't really understand why clay goes into a tanker, but so be it. Go up there. Transfer. And how much is here? Very little. I want to make the... Oh, I don't want to make them full load. No, I don't want to rename the train. Small airport. It doesn't really matter which one gets the stuff as long as it both is covered. So just do that. No. Hub. Intercontinental. Put it there. So just do this. But I do have to pause again. Okay, take 50 million. So what I wanted here was to collect all the stuff from places like this. I'm thinking here. And I still don't want people. So just clone one of these and make sure we actually clone it. And that's a transfer and go. And then do the same here. I will be using bigger ones here because it's a little farther. Go away. from here, pick up, drop off, transfer, do another one. Actually, could just come down this way and then not have to bother. No, I don't care. Clone one of those. I actually need a station here, which would be useful. Go here, skip. Okay, fine. Might actually get a third one and a fourth one. Fine. So that out of the way, we can start flying things. So we clone one of these. I don't so much care that they don't make money. And I'll probably have another one because it's 2 items. I mean, 2 mines there, so. Okay. So we have a fair bit of clay here. So what I want now, it's like everyone keeps nagging me. Clean up this shit. Boatyard or something. Come on. I'm trying to fast forward that actually bugs off. West. So we'll be supplying pretty much all of the stuff here, which is why I'm coming up so far. Port, for God's sake. Probably go up this far. And these. So we need a bit of this stuff. Actually, not so much, but okay, train, F off. I don't even know what that was doing there. This is totally not being used. I had stuff here and then ignored it. Where is this? So we don't need that one. We need why don't we start with these 3? Makes my life easier. So I don't think we have any Play boats. Oh, we do. I thought I was going to be stupid enough to try to clone the train. Can we timetable this? It's automatic. Fine. So you take 270 tons. But because it gets timetabled off, I think it should be fine. Although I'm just going to stick to 2 for the time being. And then the other one's going to come up here somehow. Water side. Don't want to demolish the dock, you idiot. Okay, make it 3 because it's far there. Okay, you guys all go. So initially it's going to be all preppy. And then how much time I have? 11 minutes. So what I want to do next is the food. And that is going to be fishing harbor and fishing grounds. This is not doing anything. There's also a sandbank here. Fish small. I don't care about half of this crap. Just give me one of these. And then conversely, give me one of these, which will go from here to there. It's not particularly award-winning, but such is life. Then we have food that goes from here to someplace, probably here. You guys do timetable. They'll get enough food elsewhere. I think it was this. So take, it's fish. And then food. I don't think any of these will ever make money. So that's fine. And fish. Go. These are all shoals, and there's not much to do here. So what I want is probably bring it all. Like these two could come in here. Get a bigger boat. And then get here. Honestly, whoever comes here could actually just pick up this. And then from here, just basically come down here. Boom. I don't think we need to, but let's lose more money. And these can in here. So fish, medium, clone. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't actually think it's going. No, it can stop. Fine. I'm just going to have a small one here, not the least because it's going to take ages for anything to start up and it's not going far. And we can deal with some of that stuff in some future episode. I really wish there was a notepad function in this game. It would help so much. Like, just take a note of what is going on. I know I can put signs, but not the same. To be fair, Mum keeps pestering me. It's like, can't wait for a moment. No. This is what I wanted. The other really annoying thing she does, my mom, is that she leaves voice messages, which I actually have to listen to rather than text, like WhatsApp, obviously, or some equivalent thereof. But because if it's a message, I see it on my watch. If it's basically voicemail, I have to stop whatever I'm doing. Okay, so I want to clone just engineering, supply, get out. Come here, go there, don't come back. So this is not done, because none of this is actually handled. This conquering, and we're not doing anything with it. Fascinating. That needs to change. Flip on too. Which one's ironstone? Okay, it's like misnomer logic. Although, to be honest, I could probably just hold it around on the road. Doesn't matter, does it? East. And time's kind of up. But I want to finish this. You. Yeah. Go there. Do I have any others in the immediate vicinity? Yes. Okay, so that should give a head start. Right, I will save the game here. Not into autosave. And yeah, thanks for the attention as always. Note to myself, continue with the port expansion and take clay via boats. That's for myself. Anyway, thanks for the attention as always. And sorry for the interruptions. Any thoughts, comments, whatnot, let me know, please. And see you next time, hopefully. Bye bye.